Hey guys, it's me, Dax Moy again. In this short video, I just want to talk to you about the importance of creating your own maps as you move into the new year and as you create your new health, fitness, financial, family, relationships goals, whatever goals you happen to be working on. By all means, look for people who are getting success. There's an old saying that success leaves clue, right? Definitely look for people that are already getting success with their own programs, with their own methodologies, with their own strategies and skills and all the rest of it. Definitely look for that. It's a really great place to start in the journey to you accomplishing what you want to accomplish, okay? But at the same time, be careful, be aware of following somebody else's blueprint, somebody else's map too closely. And here's why. See, let's imagine for a second that this X marks the spot, right? So this is where you want to get to. And this might signify a fitness goal, it might signify a body transformation goal, a financial goal. It could signify absolutely anything, right? But ultimately, this is where you want to get to. And expert A comes along and says, oh my God, Dax, I've got exactly the right plan for you. I've been to this place, I've been here, right? And I know exactly what you want to accomplish. I know exactly the path that I've taken, and this is it. Follow this path. And this might be a diet plan or a financial plan or anything. And I promise you, absolutely, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, you'll get to where you want to go, right? And of course, you've tried this in the past and you've followed expert A's advice. And while you're going along that journey, it really feels like you're a little bit off course. Or maybe you're getting some of the success that the expert promised, but maybe not all of it. Or maybe you're getting all of it, but maybe it's a horrendous journey and you just bloody well can't stand it. Maybe it's horrible, right? So you start looking out for another expert. And it's weird because suddenly expert B shows up on the scene. And expert B says, hey, if you follow my strategy, I've been exactly where you've been before. I know exactly how to get you there, right? And if you follow my strategy, I can take you there. And you switch across and you go and follow expert B's strategy. And a very similar thing tends to happen, right? So say, you start his pathway, you start following his or her blueprint, and you're getting some results, maybe you're getting loads of results, right? But you're not enjoying the journey. And here's why. Expert A and expert B are telling the truth, right? I don't believe there are many true charlatans, many true bullshitters out there that are making stuff up. I don't believe there are many people out there selling you stuff that doesn't work. But here's the important part. It worked for them. And it worked for them because their journey started in a certain place and finished at the place where you want to go to, right? But let's imagine, let's say we both want to go to Venice Beach, California, okay? But you from your town, you from the place where you live, let's say your journey begins coming out of your front gate, turning left, driving 15 miles to an airport that's in the southeast, for example, okay, catching a 3-hour flight, getting off the plane, right? You get the message, right? You've got this journey laid out that has begun at your street door and taken you to the destination. But here I am in London, right? And in London, I have to go down these stairs, I have to turn left, come out of my studio, turn right, go a couple of miles in this direction, go a couple of miles in that direction. I've got a very different process to getting to where you want to go for the very simple reason that I'm starting in a very different place to where you're starting your journey. And this is the big problem with following other people's maps. It's the big problem with following other people's blueprints. And it's also a big problem because you end up feeling like a failure when you can't make the same thing happen as expert A and B, and let's face it, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, right? You're normally following tons and tons of different experts. So here's what I'm suggesting. Build your map from where you are, right? Where you are. Think about where you are. Pay attention to what experts A and B did, because there's probably a lot of similarities. Maybe they did a lot of very similar things. But here's what I would suggest you do. First and foremost, build a journey that you're going to enjoy, right? Because here's the thing, every single process really, unless you're following a really shitty one, right? Unless you're following something that makes absolutely no sense. But every single journey you could possibly take, like whether it be in investment, whether it be in health, every diet works, every training program works, right? But the ones that really work, like what is the diet plan that works the best in the long term? The one that you enjoy. Why? Because you can stick to it in the long term, right? What is the training plan that works the best in the long term? The one that you enjoy. Why? Because you can stick to it in the long term. So it doesn't matter whether expert A says you should never ever run and expert B says you should always run. And it doesn't matter whether expert A says go low carb and the other one says, oh, you should never ever go low carb. What they are suggesting is definitely relevant because they've got skills and knowledge and all the rest of it, but for their kind of journey. Expert A may love smashing himself in the gym, and expert B, she may absolutely love the jogging program, right? They've got different approaches to the same thing. The real magic that gets them to X, the real magic that helps them finish the journey is how much they enjoy what they're doing. So build your map first and foremost around what you enjoy. And then you may find that your pathway to X is a bit more of a meandering route, and it's a bit more gentle, and it goes around a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. Don't let anyone convince you, you know, I know the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, right? But if that straight line creates a really horrible journey for you, one that you don't enjoy, you simply won't stick to it. So the short part of this message, because I went all around the houses there, right? The short part of this message really is simply this. There's more than one way to get to X. There's more than one way to get to your destination. But the surest way to get to your destination is to create a pathway that has been built by you and ultimately based around the things that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, you won't keep doing it. And if you don't keep doing it, even if you get the result, you're probably going to lose it like you have so many times in the past. So build your journey around what you enjoy. Pay attention to the experts. Ask yourself, what is expert A doing that I wouldn't mind doing? I would actually enjoy doing that. And what is expert B doing that I would enjoy doing? And build those things into your plan by all means. But make sure that none of this journey is a punishment. None of this journey feels like it's overly arduous. Okay? Because if it feels horrendous, if you're not enjoying it, you are going to drop out of it. And it doesn't matter how great expert A and expert B's pathway is. It doesn't matter how many thousands of people they've taken through their program, myself included. It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you won't complete the journey. So it's been me, Dax Moy. I hope that makes sense. And I'd love to hear your comments on that and see whether that's been your experience. Leave me some comments, and I will speak to you again very, very soon. Take care.